Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Pokemon Companionship Challenge. Anyways, back off to training. Actually, I might take a little detour from the training. I'm gonna head to a different route this time, because I actually heard from a, from a friend that there's actually a Pokemon I could catch on Route 22, heading toward the Pokemon League. Now, whether or not this is true or not, because when I double-checked, basically it said that it wasn't located there in Leaf Green, but was located there on the older version. So, it just made me think, this might be a little far-fetched, but you know what, it might be worth checking that out. So, just gonna make a way over there for a bit. See if things change up. If we get our Pokemon, then awesome. Just gotta get through all these Pokemon. Dang it. String shot. Wow, Zoo. Critical hit, even though it was low health? Yikes. Does Zoo hate bugs or something? As in, not afraid of them, but just dislikes bugs? Actually, then again, no, Zoo just does a lot of critical damage. I don't know what it is, but seems like she really knows where to hit him. Well, I did find Zoo in the forest. I mean, I guess she battled bugs all the freaking time. There's actually a few things I've been thinking about, such as the Pokemon Pokédex entries, and a lot of them are like pretty understandable for the Pokemon. Even the Charmander one, about the tail going out and then it dying. I mean, it makes sense in a weird way, I guess. But a number of the Pokemon Pokédex entries are kind of just basically disturbing, especially for younger kids. I mean, we actually have a number of Pokemon that actually, in a way, well, kidnap kids. I mean, you got Hypno that hypnotizes kids, and you got, what was that? Driftloon that actually kidnaps kids that grab onto it. I don't know, that just seems a little dark. I mean, what's with the whole kidnapping kids thing? Does it really have to be a necessary thing for the Pokemon thing? I mean, I know we're basically playing as a kid. I don't know, it just seems a little much. And not to mention, the show doesn't really mention it. Another one that kind of creeps me out is Drowsy. Basically, the dream-eating Pokemon. Now, I don't know what getting a dream eaten by a Drowsy feels like, but considering dream eating is actually a move and it damages sleeping Pokemon, I can only imagine it'd be pretty bad. Not to mention, Drowsy isn't exactly the most friendliest of faces. No offense to Drowsies, but I don't know. It's just not exactly a Pokemon that appeals, or at least to me. Another one that kind of gets my creep vibe going is the that's what you get, Mankey, for scratching a Pikachu. Well, another one that gets my creep vibe going is shoot, I can't remember this Pokemon, but it's basically the Pokemon that looks like a human mask. Oh, got another move here. basically, apparently, it's supposed to represent the mask of when it used to be alive. Now, that's telling me that the person had to die before turning into a Pokemon, and apparently this Pokemon was human. If I'm understanding this, that's pretty creepy. Another one that gets me the creeps is basically the Pokemon that looks like a sword. And according to the Pokédex, it actually drains a person's soul if they grab onto the hilt. Now that's kind of creepy right there too. I mean, not to mention the whole idea of a sword is to actually hold on to the hilt of it. I mean, what happens if you want to hug it? Just I mean, to be honest, I would really love to. I'd like to hug my Pokemon. I would have no problem hugging Pokemon. I mean, really, why wouldn't I? But then you got this one that tells you if you touch it, you basically die. Ouch! Let's make it. There we go. I mean, let's be honest here. If I'm traveling around with my Pokemon and I really grow attached to them, I want to show them that I care. I mean, a little more than just training and battling. I can only imagine they'd probably want to do the same. We're basically traveling together and learning, teaching. A lot of things are done with the Pokemon. Well, only seems natural. I mean, if you were around someone for a long period of time, I'm pretty sure you want to show them how much you've grown to know them. That's actually another thing That's actually something I've been just thinking about. Traveling with your Pokemon. I mean, yes, you keep them in Pokeballs, but I would think you have to take care of them. Almost like having a pet. So provide food, water, and well, what else they need. So that would assume you would have to carry that stuff with you. Now, if you take a look here, that backpack is pretty small, and some Pokemon out there can eat a lot. Take Snorlax for example. Basically, you tell me when that Pokemon stops eating, and our one would be Munchlax, a Pokemon that loves to eat. Well, basically what I'm getting at is, where all that food come from, and where do you put it? I mean, seriously, I don't think it fits in that backpack. Unless you just throw in the whole, hey, converted data stored in a small capsule or something. But, come on. That's kind of cheating. And in the anime, I don't recall them showing stuff like that. I mean, I recall seeing them buying groceries. And then eventually you just, they vanish. And they just wind up whipping out the food whenever they need it. And they usually bring out their Pokemon to feed them, which is great. Just where's all that food come from? Unless there's actually an idea of having your Pokemon help you carry things. I mean, I know sometimes Ash's Pikachu helps out with the heavy lifting. Sometimes a little too much, though. I remember one part where Pikachu was struggling to hold up a grocery bag, and I swear Pikachu was carrying half of them, and Ash only had like 3 or 4 bags or something like that, and then Pikachu had 2. And that was pretty, and those bags were like the size of Pikachu too. Hey Pikachu, you're pretty darn strong, but ouch. I don't know about you, but so far I've been finding all these Rattatas and Mankeys around this area. I don't think that Pokemon is around this location, which I'm not too surprised. Those of you who are wondering what Pokemon I'm talking about, you'll just have to wait. But although you can feel free to make guesses. Ouch. Starting to run out of Thunder Shocks here. Gonna have to use Quick Attacks. Sorry, Mankey's reminding me of the time Ash went after a Mankey. After the Mankey stole Ash's hat. Which apparently Ash basically went through a lot of trouble just to get the hat. It's like a hat that you win a prize or something. After, I don't know, eating a whole bunch of cereal or, you know, insert whatever product there. And basically, they spent the entire episode going after that Mankey, which evolved into a primate very quickly. So it basically turned into a hilarious episode of just catch that Pokemon. Another thing I liked about the first season, well, actually more like find it very strange, was basically Ash's Charmander. Great Pokemon, right from the really great Pokemon when we first met it. But after it turned into Charmeleon, something happened. Clearly so. Oh, wait, no, it's Spearow. Huh. Anyway, Spearow isn't the Pokemon, but... And what I was getting at, Charmeleon turned into a jerk. I mean, a really nasty jerk. That basically flame-broiled Ash whenever it could. It's like, hey, I didn't want to do that. Ah! And turning into Charizard didn't help the whole thing. It just added to it. I mean, if someone could tell me what happened to Charmeleon, I mean, tell me. Because I'm not too sure. I mean, I know Ash can screw up a number of things, but I don't know. Screw up to the point where the Pokemon just dislikes Ash? Someone tell me. And things didn't really change until, well, nice one. And things didn't really change until after Ash had to save Charizard again. After it was frozen in an ice block. And I gotta admit, that was another one of those episodes where it's like, it really gets you emotionally. And basically, after now, Charizard was very hard-headed even after that episode, but definitely grew to get to know Ash a lot more and liked him, and definitely at least liked him. Might have been difficult to work with our Pokemon, but you know what? Charizard, it's Charizard. Charizard's awesome. Now, I'm not too sure if Charizard is still... Whoa, yikes. Gonna have to change up Pikachu soon. Okay, Pikachu, let's get you... Well, you know what? Let's get you a potion. You can use one. There you go. Feel better? There. But now let's switch in a Ryke. Man, Leah really leveled up quickly. Anyway, what I was saying about Charizard was, do you think we'll see Charizard again? I mean, I know Charizard shows up in the third Pokemon movie, but is there another time when Charizard shows up? I mean, I didn't watch every single episode. I kind of lost track after the fourth season, I think. Somewhere around that area. But feel free to let me know if Charizard makes another appearance in the series. Whether it be a movie or anime related. One thing I really like about the show is it really shows how much the trainers really care for the Pokemon. Even Team Rocket. I mean, let's be honest here. Team Rocket does care about their Pokemon. I mean, it's not like I've actually seen them see them abuse their Pokemon. They take good care of them. Unless it comes to other people's Pokemon, in which case, you know, steal and then bring it back to Giovanni. And question, do they actually wind up doing that at any point? I mean, they might have had close to the start before they met Ash, but then after that, it basically went all downhill. And then from that point on, it's been gotta catch a Pikachu, gotta catch Pikachu, gotta catch Pikachu. It's Pikachu, a Pokemon. Could go after some others. Probably a few more interesting Pokemon than Pikachu. Although Pikachu is awesome, just Pikachu isn't what you would call a rare Pokemon. Although I guess Ash's Pikachu is very powerful when it comes to its electrical moves. That's basically the reason why they're going after Pikachu. I don't know. But if anyone's wondering why I'm talking about Pikachu that way and wondering why I have a Pikachu, I still like Pikachu a lot. I mean, Pikachu is great to have. Great electrical type. And quite personally, I don't care if there's another electrical type that's more powerful than Pikachu. Pikachu's awesome. I'm talking about the Gen 1 here. So yes, that includes the legendary bird Zapdos. So if anyone's actually wondering if I were to pick a legendary Pokemon as a Pokemon to catch, that would mean that I'd have to wait a long time to catch the Pokemon. But even though having a legendary Pokemon would be awesome, I don't know. To be honest, I plan on going after the legendary Pokemon, but I'm also questioning, do I want to catch them? Because I don't really see much of a point. I mean, yes, it would be a great Pokemon to have, but I'm already, by then I'll have my team of 6 Pokemon ready. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to have a legendary Pokemon. It's just I don't know. Here's the way I think about it. If I'm actually traveling around in the Pokemon world and I encounter a legendary Pokemon, would I actually catch it? That's the actual question. Because when it comes to something like that, it's almost like the question is, should you catch it? Because you got all these myths and legends that talk about all these Pokemon and how they do things. It's just, it almost seems like it's not a good idea to actually catch these Pokemon, because it's almost like it would cause an imbalance in nature or some shape or form. Although sometimes actually, when it comes to other Pokemon, such as the Pokemon that would cause that would flood the world, or the Pokemon that would could dry out the world. And sometimes it would probably be a good idea to catch those Pokemon and keep them contained, because if they were to run wild, you can only imagine what damage they could possibly do. If they would just go crazy like that in the wild. But if they would just live peacefully, then great. You might as well just let them be. And not to mention, sometimes just seeing a legendary Pokemon is just awesome. It's just awesome enough. I mean, people don't usually see these Pokemon, then suddenly it's like, wow, you just had a very mystical experience. And you never know, you might just run into it again. I mean, apparently when it comes to a Pokemon like Suicune, apparently it's only allowed itself to be seen. Or another one like Ho-Ho. Or any legendary Pokemon, now I think about it. Although I guess there is a few that you would just have to find, such as Mewtwo. And not to mention, when it comes to Mew, I don't think there's a way of actually catching Mew in game. I think you have to I don't know, what was it again? Oh yeah, get like a special event Mew, which is great. It's just, come on, Game Freak, give us a way to catch Mew. I mean, Mew would be great on a Pokemon team. The ability to transform into Pokemon, not to mention powerful psychic moves. I mean, awesome. Anyway, I think I'll start heading back to a Pokemon Center, heal up, and, well, basically call it a day. Viridian City. Anywho, thanks for joining me on the video, and I'll definitely make some other ones. I'll continue to look in that area, see if that Pokemon's there, but I really doubt that Pokemon is in that area. So, anyway, thanks for joining for this episode, and I'll talk to you again. Well, actually, more like see you in the next episode. Bye.